Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another Ernie's Blu-ray review. And guess what I saw just based on my shirt and me wearing this damn glove? You can tell I just finished watching Infinity War Avengers. Now, of course, let me lock this whole thing into place. Oh yeah, oops, sorry. That wasn't meant for you guys. So, just based on my wall behind me owning the glove, me owning the shirt, you can tell I'm an Avengers fan and I'm a Marvel fan, so I'm going to try to review this movie as if I was just a regular person. Obviously, I love the movie. I've been waiting for this movie for 10 years, since the first Avengers, since Iron Man, since all of this mayhem. And like, this movie just, for any Marvel fan, if you've been watching all the movies, all the MCU movies, not X-Men, not Deadpool, they're all in their own little world, all the Marvel Cinematic Universe that's made by Disney, you will go into some movie please based on everything that happened. If you keep up with the characters and are aware of what they are currently up to, you will be perfectly fine in this movie and you will fall in love with it. And if you have things you didn't like about the other movies, they're all gonna follow because it's all one world. They finally were able to connect all the worlds together to one piece. I'm not gonna lie, I saw other reviews based on this before I saw the movie. Everyone was complaining about not enough screen time for characters and it was just too much in and out. But then obviously these people never read a damn comic book. In a comic book, when it's something such a huge thing, there's one comic book that talks about this. It's only 10 pages long and it's still not the end of the story. In the next comic book, we're going to another section, another arc of the story of a different place in the world with different characters, and they're doing whatever they need to do to prevent whatever, and eventually they all combine. This movie was made like a comic book. Reason why I said it is meant for the comic book fans. Now, if you've never seen any of these movies and any of the heroes, if you go into this movie believing it's an action-packed movie about superheroes, you will be perfectly pleased. If you're going with your kids that are superhero fans, they will go in perfectly pleased. Now, Kevin Feige said about one thing about the heroes. Everyone complained about Marvel heroes. No one dies, yeah. And the man said, if I remember, quote unquote, be careful what you wish for. He gives you that wish. I don't want to talk about the deaths. I don't want to talk about the big spoilers because there's so many things in here that is Easter eggs for people like me and anyone that's into the series. So I don't want to go into the deaths and everything. But expect deaths. People are going to die, and guess what? This movie starts right into action instantly. It goes straight to the action right after, I don't mind saying this, it continues literally after Thor Ragnarok, that cutscene. That's exactly where we're going to continue this movie, and that's the most I'm going to say. And, well, it was fun. I was very satisfied with the movie. Now, it doesn't end a cliffhanger, so you have to wait for Avengers 4. There is one after credit scene, so you need to stay for the after credit scene. And pretty much the after credit scene, if you know what's happening with the MCU and all the future movies coming out, you'll understand what the after credit scene means. Again, don't want to talk about it, but I wanted to cry, but yet again, I'm such a pansy sometimes, and some of these characters I really love, like Spider-Man, I love Captain America, I like all these heroes, and you get emotionally attached to these characters, and you see what they're going to go through, because there is no villain in this goddamn world that was compared to Thanos. This gauntlet right here, that was just the end of the MCU. It's pretty meant to reset this movie. Reason why after Phase 4, they could really do anything. And I really don't know what they're going to do. Because at the end of this movie, was like, what does this mean? What happened? All you just see is just powder everywhere. I don't want to talk about what the powder is, but should you go watch this, basically? Yes. Go watch this movie. If you are a Marvel fan, go watch it. If you like action movies, go watch it. If you've been keeping up with the MCU, go watch it. If you do not know nothing about the MCU and you're thinking you're going in for a great plot-driven story about, oh, I'm gonna get a beginning, a middle, and an end, don't go. Hands down, don't go. You will be disappointed because it has a beginning. The beginning was back in Iron Man 2008, I think it was. It does have a middle, yeah. Right, and climax, around the climax, there's your black screen. And we won't get the ending until next year, May. And we still have 2 movies on the way that are going to somehow link to this one also. So that's the problem with Marvel movies and Disney. They are all linked. They're not. This is not a solo film. So if you didn't even watch Avengers 1 or Avengers 2, you need at least those two movies. And I feel you do need to see Thor Ragnarok. There's really 5 movies you really need to watch to understand, to just get the idea of what's going on. If you need to, watch Avengers 1, Avengers 2. Don't really need the Guardians. You definitely need Thor Ragnarok. That should be the last one you watch. Actually, you do need Guardians 1. So you have to watch Avengers 1, 2, Guardian number 1, Thor number 1, and I feel like that's about it. I'm trying to think. You watch Thor 2 because that's where one of the stones appear. But either way, watch Thor Ragnarok should be the last one. Avengers 1 and 2 and Thor Ragnarok, I feel like you should understand what's going on in Infinity War because they really get into depth and they actually talk about the stones in Guardians 1. So that's a good thing about that one, and also in Thor Ragnarok. So anyway, this is my review. Go watch it. A+ for the movie. But again, I am a Marvel fanboy, so take my criticism with a grain of salt. I love Marvel. I've been a fan of Marvel. I have so many of these t-shirts. I wear t-shirts all the freaking time of superheroes. My parents and everyone says you need to grow up. Well, guess what? F all you people, because I don't care. I could be 40, 50, 60 years old. I'm always going to support the Marvel Comics and DC Comics. I have DC characters here. Not a lot, but I have Batman and Superman and The Flash are my top 2, 3. Obviously, the big head honchos. But that's pretty much it. Go give it a shot. I'm like, why not? But I'm a Marvel fanboy. I'm going to tell you, it's amazing. Go watch it. Don't read the critics on Rotten Tomato or IMDb. Yes, it has great status. I think it's at 87% on Rotten Tomato right now, and that's pretty much fresh. But there's always the comments of people that are complaining about the not enough time in it. And honestly, I really do think it's DC haters, and I have nothing against DC. I like DC as well, but they have been struggling with the films, and they just can't make a good movie. Let's just put it as is. Warner Brothers struggles, and they're trying to do what Disney's doing, and they're failing miserably. It's just dark and gloomy in the end of the damn world kind of shit. So don't go by those reviews. Look at other YouTube reviews if you want, for all I care. If you don't believe me, I look at them all the time, and I always do my review after. But this time I wanted to see what the people were complaining, because everything I read online was bad. Saw a couple of my YouTuber people, and they loved them. They thought the movie was great, but they're having the same struggle. We can't talk about this movie so much because it will spoil it. So go watch it for yourself. There's so many things I want to talk about, but it will spoil the movie for you. Any little thing from the beginning to the middle and the end, there's nothing I could tell you about it, but just go watch this movie. So if you want to support it, I support it. I'm probably going to go hands down again to watch it, because I feel like I missed so much within the 2 hours and 30 minutes of the playtime. There's so much going on. You probably will miss something, because there's some things my girlfriend and her brother caught. I didn't catch that. Now I want to watch it again just to see, because there's just so much going on. But they blended well together. Comedy on this aspect. We all know Disney loves a good humor, and hands down, Robert Downey Jr., Mr. Cumberbatch, I forgot his name. I forgot his first name, but I know Cumberbatch. But Doctor Strange and Tony Stark together, Peter Parker, all these funny characters. Chris Pratt with Star-Lord. The funny thing is they put all the comedians together. So that team was a great setup. It's all in the trailers. You can see who teams up. Pretty much in the trailer, you see the team sets up. And then, of course, you have the war in Wakanda scene that's just beautiful CGI. Everything is great. But it's really all about Thanos, this movie. So if you really want a villain that could threaten them and actually succeed in what they do, you found your villain. This is the movie to watch if you really feel like Marvel really never had a villain that could successfully defeat everyone. Everyone thought Loki was going to be that villain, but he failed. But no, this man, he's intimidating, he is powerful, and he's someone you do not want to mess with. And they clearly did that. And a lot of people hate, oh, the armor is missing. Yeah, you get over the damn armor, because you're focusing on his journey to get all 5 of the stones. Oh, and by the way, the soul stone, if you guys try to guess where the soul stone is, none of you are going to guess it, because it's impossible to guess it unless you know about this particular place that is on. I never read about it in the comics, so maybe I didn't catch it. But the soul stones, don't try to get it. But we know where all of them are. except the Soul Stone. So you need to watch the movie just to figure out where that is. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning into my review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, did you guys see the movie? What did you guys think about it? Boy, was it something you disliked, something you love? Of course, my favorite character of all time, Spider-Man. I think he stole the show for me anytime he was on screen, especially with the pop culture references with movies and stuff. I love how he does that because I love all the movies mentioned so far, at least all the movies. I love them all. And he's just a smart kid and funny guy. Tom Holland did a great job. So subscribe to my channel. Help me out so much. Much appreciate all the love. Leave a comment, like I said. Tell me what you like, what you dislike. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And, you know, let's just share or talk about movies. That's all we're here about, talking about movies. And, like, of course, Infinity War all day, people. Love Marvel. You guys take it easy. Have a good night.